Is out live at the Iowa State Fair in Des Moines. So many sights and sounds to highlight there. A little bit more pleasant out there.
Yeah, hopefully no snakes at the Iowa Fair. Adrienne is live once again. Adrienne, how are things going out there this morning?
Well, we have a special guest for you right now. Live from the Iowa State Fair, we have the CEO of the State Fair, Jeremy Parsons. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, welcome to Iowa and welcome to the Iowa State Fair.
This is my first time in the state, and I am so impressed. I have to tell you, I am a State Fair lover. I consider myself a State Fair aficionado. This is a beautiful fairgrounds. You're massive, number one. Do people come here and they're just, I mean, I heard there's people that are traveling from all over the world to come see you.
You know, they really are. And, that's what makes the Iowa State Fair so unique. It's this beautiful park-like setting where we, throw a fair in the middle of it. But such an important event for Iowans. A third of our state's population will be here over the next 11 days.
Wow.
So this is a big deal for our state.
How much of an economic impact is it for Iowa?
It's huge, obviously. Especially for the Des Moines metro area, obviously, as fairgoers come in, sold-out hotels all over. You've got to get several miles outside of Des Moines. So a lot of anecdotal. We're working on an official report for that. But we also know all of the incoming from outside the state as well. International visitors, people from all over the U.S., it's a place you need to be definitely at least once in your life. And it's a bucket list item for sure.
It is a bucket list item. I mean, maybe people think, oh, I'll wait for my own state's fair, but there's something about the largest agricultural and food exhibition in the entire country, or do you say you're in the entire world?
We'll take the world.
Okay,
sure,
all right.
You're right. That foundation in agriculture, what Iowa's all about, and that leads into food, and just all the fun and the competition and the youth and really everything that's good about the state, is here at the Iowa State Fair.
You've got the blue ribbon winners of all the agricultural products. I saw some of that in the Ag Hall. You have such a large fairway. I mean, all the rides, all the delicious food, the pastrami wrapped cream cheese stuffed pickles are what I'm going to look for today. Do you think some of the candidates are going to partake in some of these delicious fried foods?
They always do. It's kind of interesting. We always see with the political candidates when they come here, it's a very strict schedule, right? Point A, point A.
And business,
lots of
business.
But then they're at the fair and you see them wander off. And that's always kind of the interesting thing. And some really unique interactions with Iowans and candidates happen when that candidate sees that pastrami wrapped pickle sign. It's like, I want one of those.
Right.
So that's just part of the charm, I guess, and joy of the Iowa State Fair.
Well, and I think that's the charm of Iowans, because in talking to people, just meeting them for the first time here, so many of them say, hey, we're real. We care about each other. We care about our neighbor. We're active in our communities, active politically. Right. We know DeSantis was making an appearance here. Larry Elder was here yesterday. We had Mike Pence, former vice president, of course, of the United States. And former President Trump is going to be here.
The list continues to grow with former President Trump with a visit here in the future. Other candidates. I think all in total, we have 15 individuals running for president. I think some on the Democratic side, some on the Libertarian side, obviously lots on the Republican side. And so, the Iowa State Fair is a stop for them for sure.
Is Robert F. Kennedy coming?
He will be at the fair as well, making an appearance at the Des Moines Register Soapbox, which is a classic fair event. Politicians standing up on hay bales, kind of speaking to a crowd, but he'll be making an appearance as well.
When it comes to the projection, or rather the perception of Iowans, I mean, there's a lot of kitschy things here. You got pig farms, you got hay bales that you're standing on top of, but you're very sophisticated people. I think a lot of folks might be surprised to see how savvy, how business savvy, and how aware Iowans are. Speak to the demographics here in terms of what people think and what people want in a candidate in Iowa.
Iowa is that unique blend of agriculture and people directly related to agriculture. But then, the number 2 largest insurance center, in the United States is Des Moines. So it is an interesting blend. So I think that really speaks to not a divide in Iowans, but a lot of different viewpoints and a lot of increasing diversity in the state as well. Obviously, with agriculture, obviously needing a workforce. You're seeing a lot of Hispanics and a lot of different ethnic groups moving into the state, which is great for us here at the fair, as we have to represent all of Iowa. But I think that makes it interesting for the candidates as well.
Yeah, well, they're going to get a taste of America for sure, not just Des Moines. Thank you so much, Jeremy. This was, it's just been so enlightening. And I think don't underestimate anybody, but certainly we know we can't underestimate some farmers and those who are living here in Des Moines, Iowa. Not everybody farms, but agriculture, agritourism, a huge, huge deal here. All right, we have more to come right here on Morning in America. I'll toss it back to the studio.
All right, Adrienne, thanks so much. Great conversation. Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.